Responders, priority alert. Looks like those damn wolves are on the hunt again. Forest Watch has spotted multiple packs, but the Alpha's whereabouts are unknown. I repeat, Alpha's location is unknown. We need to find and kill that Alpha Wolf ASAP.
We were alright looking in the morning. It was felt all good. At least I did anyway. My friend passed out in the toilets. He then went upstairs then, later on in the morning, just to try and force a bit of sick up. And but he was fine, like. But Fran was working, so I picked up my kid from ballet, and then it was just being with her for the rest of the day, like on my feet. So I was like in no shape to play last night. I had intentions of playing, but I just couldn't.
I don't know. It would have been entertaining. You should have done survival. You should have played survival while fucking piss ass drunk on Jack Daniels. Wake up the next morning and be like, how'd I lose all my caps?
Yeah. Where is this event then?
It's already on now. We just there's 3 spots to go kill the
yeah, we're miles away. Wow. Okay. I gotta stop using the screamer action. It's a waste of rounds.
Might as well pick up all the dog meat. Ooh. For what now? Good, I hope there is a bad storm, and I hope it ruins their fucking trip to the shore.
Who's that now? Your ex-wife, is it?
Apparently there's a bad storm coming. And I'm saying good. I hope it ruins her fucking weekend. I'm not vindictive or bitter.
Well, you know what he called her? Baby mama. He didn't even say the mother of your kids. He said the baby mama.
Jeez, that's all she is.
Well, at first he said, Jen's fiance, Chris, the mother of his kids. Oh, no, wait.
Much better.
Right, that's
Wait,
the packing down.
Oh, come on. Not wanting to play with these stupid, mole rats. I want to go kill the creatures I gotta kill to complete the quest and then go kill the alpha. Okay, yeah, finish it for me. That works. Alright, so the alpha is over here, I believe.
Well, I've done it. The quest is finished for me.
Yeah, but now it's kill the horde boss.
Oh, okay.
Which I'm right in front of. Done.
Jesus. You're very
I didn't feel like fucking with him.
Point.
Alright, now where's the alpha?
I thought you killed it. It just told me that the mission was
did,
complete.
but...
You
did,
mean
but
the,
I
the
want...
body, right, okay. Maybe there's a piece along here somewhere. A leg or a thigh or something.
That's what I'm looking for, because he should have a legendary item.
Which has probably blown his body to pieces. Or maybe
He
it's one
might
of
have
those,
despawned.
yeah, maybe just spawned out in the explosion maybe.
I disintegrated him. I don't care, it was still entertaining to watch. They were all around the cars, I'm like, why waste the bullets? Boom, boom, boom. Done. Plenty of raw meat. Ooh, hello. Raw meat. I can cook all that up and sell it and have monies. Alright, well either way, that mission's done. Now what we got around here? We got Project Beanstalk over at Silva Homestead. Census Violence over by Superior Sunset Farm. Bots on Parade near Thunder Mountain Substation.
Scorched Horde
Defend Darby Homestead. I'll do the Scorched Horde.
Do you know what we should do just for shits and gigs?
What?
Go to the converted munitions factory and just take it off that level 24.
He's not there. He's just sitting there. Oh, now
Yeah,
he took it.
Because
Alright, on my way to Bailey Family Cabin.
How do you, right? What's the word I'm looking for? How do you take over the workshop? How do you personally do it?
I go in, pay the caps, and take it.
Do you
And
go
then
up to the
set it up.
go up to the red benches, eh?
Yeah.
You don't even need to do that. I found out by
really?
accident. By accident, like 3 days ago. You don't even need to do that.
Alright, well,
What do you
I'm
got-
on my
what do
way
you got-
there.
All you gotta do is get into the area, so that's even if it's outside, whatever the buildable circumference is of the base, press and hold the back button, or the build button, bang, you take it.
Really?
Don't tell anybody, because most people...
Well, we
right,
just
they-
streamed,
what they-
dude.
they- Are we streaming, are we? Oh, of course we are. Right. Edit that bit out.
Yeah, I don't edit, remember?
But yeah, most people, myself included, who build around the workbenches to stop people from getting back at it. Because what with the
Yeah, and it doesn't matter.
what with the patch that they did with the pacifist mode and you know, you're not able to destroy people's bases anymore unless you're engaged in a fight. So you build around it and everything's cushy. Ah, you did it, didn't you? You did it.
Yes, I did. Because I'm a dick.
Easy way to get caps XP as well is keep repairing the vertibot outside. It's a level 50 vertibot and then blow it up.
Did dude leave?
Nah.
No, I see his butt. There he is. He's running away
Oh.
upstairs.
Did he go upstairs? Yes, I'm sure he went upstairs.
Dots over that way.
I can't even see him.
Yeah, he's pretty quick for a 24. He's dead.
Yay.
And I took his shit.
Do you know what? False move. We should have waited until we finished building this. That's what we should do.
That's
We,
alright. We're still contested. He must have revenged.
Well, no, we still gotta, you know, do the whole raid
Take it.
around. Yeah.
I'm a prick.
Yeah, he's gone, mate. He ain't coming back.
Well, yeah, you got a level 56 and a level 83 with explosive weapons. I'd haul ass too, saying you could have it.
Well, let's put a bloody weapons bench down, is it? Richie needs to sort out his 2-shot.
Oh, we already got to defend it against wolves.
Jeez, that was quick.
God damn, they're level 50 wolves.
What's the door? Oh no!
Bad dog.
Bad mutt.
Bad doggy, no biscuit.
Danger.
That's alright, he's not harming me. Dude's gotta be pissed.
He would have died anyway. We were already in the area. So he still would have spawned in these enemies.
Oh, I'm sure. Shit, I need aluminum and crystals.
Crystal. I don't think I can help you on the alley side, but Crystal, I'm sure I can. What's out there? Silver. Level 40 Rabid Wolf. Oh, I'm outside, I am. They're all outside.
That's alright. I'm just setting this up to start doing what I need. 5.56 rounds.
Did you get a chance to
There we
watch Double or Nothing?
Yeah.
What did you think of it?
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't bad. It was better than half the WWE shit.
I
But,
and it was late at night. I watched a small bit of the Battle Royale, the buy-in, and I just turned it off. I thought it was absolute garbage. All these gimmicks coming in, like, don't get me wrong, I know wrestling's always had strange gimmicks. You know, even back in the 2000s. But, I'm not being funny, right? But there's no place in the wrestling ring for a man with no legs.
No, that was stupid. Like, the first half of the show was gay. But, Jericho and, what's-his-face was a great match. But match of the night was Cody and Dustin.
I missed that as well. I fell asleep. So I thought, no worries. I got it, I bought the pay-per-view. I'll watch it the next day when the kid goes to bed. Japanese ladies match comes on. Couldn't stand that sort of shit. But I appreciate that it's a buffet showcase and everything. So I appreciate that it's got a place on the card. But I fell asleep doing it. And then I woke up when Cody was cutting the promo on Dustin, asking for a partner, and I was like, oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. You gotta be fucking kidding me. I was devastated. I was fuming. I was almost in tears. Because that's the whole reason why I bought the pay-per-view. And he was like, nah, man. And Dusty's 4 years, it wasn't long from 4 years from his anniversary. I think it was, about 2 weeks ago he died? 4 years ago, 2 years ago? 4 years ago, about 2 weeks ago, a week ago. And, yeah, everyone was screaming, Dusty, Dusty. And I was like, Kenny Omega and Jericho. I'm not much of a Kenny Omega fan either. Again, he goes to Japan and exposes. I know the business has been exposed. But I'm not being funny, mate. I'm on the level with Jim Cornette. I agree with everything that motherfucker says. Don't expose the business. It's a real solid business, and that's the way I look at it. And that's the way, it's an art form. It's an American art form. There's not many art forms that come out of America, solely out of America, because they're all, for art for all the culture, where it's all through immigration and everybody's settling over the years. Like you'll have opera, which is, that's Italian. You've got all these different things that, are in America, but pro wrestling, wrestling goes back to Greece, like thousands of years ago, but pro wrestling, as it is today in the world, it's an American art form, and I hate to see that the Americans pissing it all away by doing stupid shit, because I think that pro wrestling, as it used to be, is fucking banging. Absolutely banging.
Well, you could thank Vince McMahon.
Oh, Vince Russo as well, yeah. I'm not saying go back to the Attitude Era, smash chairs in each other's faces, because, alright, yeah, it's entertaining, but, at the end of the day, I want the boys to live. I don't want them ending up like bloody Benoit, and having the brain of an 80-year-old Alzheimer's patient, with the body of a man in his physical plane. But,
I understand. I'm 42 fucking years old, and I'm sitting here right now with 2 knee braces on. Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, you watch, even in the Attitude Era, and even now, there's plenty of safe ways to whack a chair on someone's back. As long as you're able to say, alright, you go to the independent season, they proper slap them, and you can see, the way the skin ripples. But you watch, WWE now, even then, when they do a back chair shot, still looks good, still safe.
Right.
And then, you got the typical gut shot then as well. Alright, yeah, gut shot doesn't look as good because there's no slapping sound to it. But even now they do the back shots, it's still safe and it still looks legit because you can hear it slap the skin. But they slap it flat on the back. So the whole pressure of the slap is spread out over the entirety of the back. Not saying it's not going to leave a bit of a sting, of course it's going to leave a bit of a sting. But it's manageable pain, it's not a big deal. Kenny Omega, I'm sorry, mate. Kenny Omega took a super kick from a 10-year-old Japanese girl. Fuck him. And sold it. All that did, right, is make the next opponent, in my eyes, all that did is make his next opponent, who took a loss to Kenny Omega, look even worse. You get
made him look like a bitch.
You got a super kick to the face by a 10-year-old and you sold it, and you got some other fella who's come up after you like that, right, tried to put you down, and he puts you over. I'm thinking, nah, man, it doesn't work like that.
And I get you, man, and like I said, you could blame Vince, because Vince is the one that wanted to push wrestling into the entertainment industry and less about the legitimacy of the sport.
Yeah.
He's the one that wanted to be able to create WWE studios, so he would, oh yeah, wrestling's fake, it's staged, it's entertainment. We're wrestling entertainment instead of pro wrestling.
Yeah.
He's who killed kayfabe to pro wrestling.
Yeah, when it comes to kayfabe as well, you got Triple H and Scott Hall and Kevin Nash and X-Pac, Shawn Michaels, they all, broke kayfabe in the cage match when the Hall and Nash left for WCW.
Yep.
But it's like I was watching.
You want to secure this place up?
You can do. I was watching Beyond the Mat or something, I think it was, and this is Droz having his interview with. You remember Droz, don't you?
Oh yeah. Darren Droz. Yeah, I remember.
He was having his interview with Vince McMahon, and they're filming it, and Droz could puke on demand, could literally regurgitate on demand.
Yeah.
So he was in the office with them. And he said, "Oh, I've heard about this thing that you do," and he goes, "Yeah, I can, spew up like on demand." So we had him spew up on the office table while Vince was like commentating.
He's gonna puke.
I know. I was like, "The fuck is this shit?" Yeah, and he's ringing his mother. He's like, "Man, you're gonna be proud of me. I'm called Puke." And again, that's nothing to be proud of.
Well, we gotta remember that was back during the days when fucking Vince was like creating fucking Duke the Dumpster Drosy and shit.
Well, when did Droz make his debut? What year was that? It was like '98 or something. So it wasn't that
Something
long
like
ago,
that.
because he was already swinging in the Attitude Era then. No, right, the Attitude Era wasn't perfect, I know, but I mean, like this, especially the treatment of women. But yeah, I'm not being funny, like, but I can't watch a women's match. Fucking boring. Just
Dude, I haven't watched a decent women's match, and I know I'm gonna catch shit for this. I haven't seen a decent women's match since like Alunder Blaze days.
do you know what, right? Fuck, Double or Nothing, right? They bring out Smiley
Bull
Kylie
Nakano.
Ray, right? Smiley Kylie Ray. That's like the offspring of SpongeBob SquarePants, right? And Calamity Jane, right? They bring out then Dr. Isabel Yankem, right? Daughter of Kane. And then they bring out Nyla Rose. Nyla Rose comes out thinking, fuck, yeah, she's massive, right? She's going to take this by storm. Establish the big girl champion. So when the TV show starts, you know who to watch. Then they bring out Awesome Kong. Fucking, I thought to myself, this is going to go fucking insane. Awesome Kong and Nyla Rose are nowhere to be seen. I couldn't believe it. And Smiley Kylie, right? That what fucks me off more than anything else with her. It's not her, it's a gimmick. Look at her. She's athletic. She's worked out. She can move. She's taking these bumps. But she's waving like bleeding Eugene. She's doing the hi. I'm like, what are you doing? Are you looking at her? She's jacked, like, alright, she's not China Jack, but she's natural Jack. China's been a steroid abuser himself for years. But this girl's naturally jacked, like, and then, she has, alright, you got to do a favour, like, you got to put over, like, at the end of the day, certain stars, and they're trying to build up the dentist, right? And I'll not be fair, the dentist, again, she's taking her bumps, like, she's one of the girls, like, but there's no way going into this that Kylie Ray should be putting over I don't know what her name is, Britt Baker, I think her name is. I just call her Dr. Isabel Yankem, because she is Britt Baker, and she's a dentist. So, we've seen that. She may be a dentist by profession, but your profession's got bugger all to do with the wrestling ring. Squared circle is the squared circle. You should not take a fucking Welshman to tell a bunch of Americans how to run their own fucking art form. I was devastated when I saw that match. I couldn't believe Nyla Rose and the Awesome Kong were nowhere to be seen. I popped real hard when Awesome Kong came out. Real hard pop.
Oh, I was the same way, like with Awesome Kong and, like I said, with Bull Nakano in the other female match. The 6-woman tag match.
The Japanese one, yeah.
When Bull Nakano came out.
Yeah, I popped when she came out, although the match I knew wasn't to my taste, because I'm just not into the women screaming back and forth, but I appreciate it for what it is, and I knew who she was, because she's got a hell of a legacy in New Japan. I mean, she's been doing it for what?
She used to have brutal fucking matches for like New Japan and shit like that against, I forget the girl's name, it was this skinny Japanese girl. But man, they had matches that were fucking insane. Yeah.
And I was watching, I watched all these, the first couple of matches, all the tag matches that start between the men. It was just high spot after high spot after high spot after high spot. I'm thinking, okay, we get it, you can do the moves, but you have got fuck all crowd psychology right now. I'm watching high spot, high spot, high spot. What's the story? Why are you trying to, at least the other two guys, the best friends gimmick I thought was total garbage. Although the second time I watched it, I did smile when they embraced. And their opponents, they were very lippy, they were very much into the crowd. But they did some good moves as well, like, what was it, one at, Oh, one had him. I can't remember who it was. I think it was in the it was in the best friends match because this is the one guy. I can't stand him. He's the guy that's out of shape. There's two best friends, isn't there? I think one's Trent. I think his name is. I'm not sure. He's in pretty decent shape. The other guy is a blatant white guy. I think the other guy is slightly darker. Could be like Mediterranean.
Right.
But the white guy, I physically detest the guy. You know, I've seen him on the indie circuits. You know, he's in a ring full of 6 people, and he pulls out an invisible hand grenade, pulls the pin, and everybody falls on the floor. I'm thinking, really? Bruno Sammartino saw that shit. He'd rip your face off.
Oh, look at some of the other gimmicks you see on fucking on like YouTube and shit like that. That one dude who has the atomic penis.
Oh, Joey Ryan.
That's like doing wrestling moves.
Yeah, Joey Ryan. I can't stand him either. I love listening to Jim Cornette rip him a new one continuously. Not so much anymore because I think even Cornette's getting fucked off. I don't know. But yeah, I can't stand Joey Ryan. And there's a girl version as well. Her name's Priscilla something. She pulled out, right? She was fighting. It wasn't even in a ring, right? It was in a bar. There was no ring to be seen. They were fighting in a bar where the people had just opened up. You know, the crowd had just dispersed, and they started fighting. As she sits her opponent on the chair, she pulls down. She puts her hand down her breast, pulls on a tampon, and says, "Taste the tuna." As she shoves it in her opponent's mouth, and then she just passes out.
Yeah, I've seen that shit.
I'm like, really? That is the vilest shit I've ever seen.
I've seen that shit.
No, I can't stand it. I think to myself, could you imagine Gorilla Monsoon and Bobby Heenan trying to fucking, you know, do some play-by-play
with tell that.
You know what I mean? Like, Macho Man and even McMahon was awesome back in the day on commentary. I love McMahon. McMahon on commentary was amazing. Welcome to Monday Night Raw. Really got you pumped to begin with. And then sat there with the Macho Man. Yeah. Check my boots. You know?
Yeah, but the best was Bobby the Brain and Gorilla Monsoon.
Oh yeah, I'm a little bit too young to really remember all of the stuff they did. No, I've seen a lot of it like on the network, like, but I mean, I started watching wrestling. Oh, I think Bobby had just left by that point. We're going back to 92, 93.
Right, but what I'm saying is that those were the king commentators.
Oh yeah, I love this. I'll put the network on. I'll watch them on YouTube or the network, and I'll just watch Bobby Heenan and Gorilla. And I went back a couple of years ago, and because I started to see a lot of Bobby on Nitro and stuff.
Right.
Because I'd see Nitro on a Sunday, or over here, like when I was younger. So Nitro would be on a Sunday, and Raw would be on a Friday. And then when SmackDown started, you had SmackDown on Saturdays. But by that point, then WCW had gone. You know, it was still on British TV. I mean, I'm sure you could still watch it somewhere, but I couldn't find it. And if my parents were allowed me to stay up all hours of the night, I probably would find it on TV. But I just couldn't see it. I think it'd been dropped off, you know, terrestrial TV. This terrestrial TV, it's basically television without the cable. It was just like, you'd get like BBC One, BBC Two, ITV, Channel 4, Channel 5, just 5 programs, that was it. It was just your basic TV. Didn't have any of the cable shows or the cable channels. And I think they just got dropped from Sunday. Because ITV has had wrestling on Saturdays, I think, since the 1970s. It's World of Sport, I think it was called. It had a bit of a comeback, but that's pretty much phased out. AEW has got some rights with ITV. But I was watching them, go back to the point I was trying to make before we went off on one about Bobby and Gorilla. One of the guys from the Best Friends gimmick, the taller and the darker the fella, the more athletic built fella. He had he had his opponent in like a sit-down powerbomb hold, and his partner jumped up on a turnbuckle and jumped off the turnbuckle and stamped his foot into the guy's head and smashed his face into the floor. That looked awesome. Fair play to fair play to all of them for that. That looked legit. It did look really good.
Well, that's the thing. Even like you were talking about the dudes that were doing nothing but high spots. I thought the high spots looked crisp as shit, but you're right. I was sitting there doing the same thing. It's like, okay, you're nothing but a bunch of show-offs, and you're setting the bar way too high for the rest of the show.
Well, the thing is, right, I don't even find that entertaining, because the thing is, this is why. I'm watching, right, a guy get on a turnbuckle, right, and I'm watching his opponent sat there looking at him for like 3 seconds.
Oh yeah, the timing was off, but I mean the moves themselves that they were pulling, the high spots that the dudes were pulling offensively look crisp. It wasn't sold right.
Yeah,
but
I mean,
the moves they were doing were crisp.
If you've got to look at your opponent, right? If you've got to look at your opponent for 3 seconds, you should have bought the high spot. Run up to the turnbuckle, shove him off, or move out the way. But some of them were awesome, but some of them as well, they just kept missing their cues, and it was like, oh, come on, man, I can see it. If I can see it, you know what I mean? I can see it. Other people can see it. As I said, just because you can do it doesn't mean you should do it. I'd rather see, right, a perfectly pulled off diving elbow than see someone backflip and then land on their crotch. Just a perfectly timed diving elbow. Shit. Do you know what I loved to see back in the day? I had this on my N64. WCW versus NWO Revenge. Hulk Hogan did the leg drop from a turnbuckle. Amazing. Well, I'd love to have seen that.
You know what? Back when I was a kid, when PlayStation 1 first came around, there was a WWF Attitude.
Yeah, that's what.
ECW's first video game.
Yeah.
I forget what it was called, but it was the same engine as WWF Attitude. And I used to create characters and shit like that, and then I wouldn't even play the game. I would create, like, me as a character, because I was a wrestler at the time, but I mean, like, I would create me as a character and put him in fucking barbed wire battle royals with all the superstars and let the computer figure it out. And I just sat there and watched. But you know what I mean? Like, the game was so cool.
Yeah, WWF Warzone was the first one, then there was WWF Attitude, and then there was the ECW game, and they all had that same really, really, really prehistoric look to it. And then THQ came along, and they did WCW NWO, I think it was World Tour, and that's changed the engine for the N64 wrestling game. They came back then with WCW NWO Revenge. After that, their contract then went to the WWF for WrestleMania 2000, and then the greatest wrestling game I've ever played, WWF No Mercy. Incredible story mode. Every single championship belt had a story mode, with every single match having a win, lose or draw scenario, and the story would branch off differently as well. Incredible. Now, I used to create a character as well. My wrestler was, I think he was about 6'6". I think he was a giant. And I remember he had, because obviously you're limited to the creation of Super Daniel in those games, so you've got to really use your imagination because you're limited to, certain costumes. So I think I had Test's black leather trousers on, and I painted this white cross in red. I had, I think it was one of the Hardy Boys
responsible for
mesh,
your
like a red mesh t-shirt on. I had sky blue hair, like a chili, like one of the fellas from the Chili Peppers back in the Millennium. I had, what else did I have? I had Grandmaster Sexy's hat on. I had these yellow, like, dirt bike grappling gloves as well. And every single wrestling game I have ever bought since then, I've created that very same character.
Well, see, I got WWE 2K16 when it was a free download on here. Mm-hmm. I still have it. I don't like the two Street Fighter / Mortal Kombat. movies, you know what I mean? They become fucking fighter games instead of pro wrestling.
I tell you what, the most recent one, 2019, the story mode was okay. It was short and it was predetermined. Didn't matter, wins or losses didn't matter. They don't anymore. To a lot of professional wrestlers, wins and losses don't matter, but it should matter for the story. You know, the story is it's taken a decade to understand. But the game itself is pretty good. They've done a lot of changes, and the only downside to the game that I got is that if I create the universe mode, right?
Right.
Say for example, alright, we've got a 7-day calendar. Right, bang, let's put some shows on. Can't do that co-op. We can only do that one player. Because I'd love to do that co-op. Get someone like-minded. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be like-minded. Like, say for example, you had it, right? WWE 2K19, you had universe mode. You can either say like, okay, well, I'll have Monday nights. Alright, and I'll have Friday nights. And we'll have the roster. We'll have, you know, a downloadable, because you go to the community creations and just download characters that people have made. Some of them are crisp. You know, you think that they had just been created by developers.
Right.
We'd have, you know, somebody would have one roster, we'd have another roster, a roster of free agents that, you know, that we could maybe pick and choose from. Although the injuries that people sustain, they do sustain injuries as well in the universe mode, but it takes a long time to injure somebody, like a half an hour every match for like 5 matches in a row. So that's a bit of a bum, because it's like you could never then have the injury storyline playing into anything unless you sit there for 3 hours and just beat someone and be senseless. But you know, you can't do that. I think that'd be a great co-op or a co-op thing. You know, when it comes to my show, when I'm watching your show, right, you can either predetermine the winners, which I don't get to see, or you could just sit there and actually fight, or you just predetermine the winners and we'll just sit back and watch the match play itself out. And we call it like with fucking Jim Ross, like, and fucking Jerry the King Lawler. You know?
Look, if you really want to commentate, if you got a buddy and you really want to commentate, I got a shit ton of old fucking videos on YouTube of my old matches that were homemade videos. They could always use some commentation.
No, I wouldn't be any good at commentating, like, but you know,
I can't commentate it because I was in the match. Be kind of stupid to commentate my own match.
But you know, just simple things like that. I think if they implemented that in there, it would be so much better. I mean, like, I sometimes watch a guy on YouTube. Not very often anymore, because I don't watch much on TV or YouTube anymore. I just get on there and just read shit on there. But I used to watch it a year ago. Chris Dent, I think his name is. And he would he'd do a Royal Rumble, 30-man Royal Rumble, and it'd be themed. So we'd have a celebrity one, you'd have a classic Raw, you'd have an Attitude Era, you'd have a SmackDown Era, classic SmackDown, and he'd download 30 superstars in the, you know, era appropriate attire, and just let them go. And he'd sit there and he'd try and call it. Don't get me wrong, his calling was straight garbage, but you know, he knew the names for the moves, which is the biggest thing where people fall down on. That's what I fall down on. I wouldn't be able to name everything correctly, no doubt I'd get a lot of that one. But it's genuine surprise as well when things would happen.
Well, it would be that way. It would be that way even on WWE. Like everybody sings the praises of Jim Ross, and I've got nothing against Jim Ross. Okay, I love that man to death, but he couldn't call a match. He did not know the correct name of any fucking move.
You sure about that now?
Yeah, there's a lot of things where he'd be like, still calling it like a Frankensteiner when it's a Hurricanrana. Frankensteiner was only because of Scott Steiner doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As an example.
Hello, Ashley. How are you? I am Vault 51 Overseer. Didn't get anything for it. I just leveled up.
I am not the Overseer. Yeah, I am not special like Rich.
I'm special. Yeah, they call me Eugene for short.
Uncle Eric!
Ah, do you know? Awful. It's as bad as. Oh, yeah, awful. It's as bad as that two-legged guy or that one-legged fella back in the millennium in the early SmackDown era. What was his name? Zach.
Yeah. Zach
I mean,
something or other, yeah.
Zach, yeah, I mean, all right, yes, you're a cancer survivor. Yes, okay, that's very nice that you've overcome that illness, but get out of the ring. Got no place in the ring. No, that's like me saying I'm a boxing fan. I've had stomach cancer. Now give me a shot at the world heavyweight title. Don't fucking work like that. It diminished the Talking about professional wrestling now. Alright, I didn't know. I was. No, I wasn't trying to. Oh, no. You came in after the conversation and I didn't know what you were able to pick up, so I was just filling you in, that's all. In case I just went off on one. Just in case I went off on one. Yeah, I do go off on one. I am. Yeah, there are times that I do go off on one. I admit to that.
Did I hear that right? Did he say he goes off on a sexcapade?
No, not me.
Oh, it's up. Well, he's male, I imagine that's normal.
I got a few stuff. I know. I don't know. I wait for it to say not a chance, and then I say, okay, step 3, 50 quid. 50 bucks for the phone. You know, just if she hasn't responded yet. Let's see if it was needed. If it was That's about
what I can do with the 50 bucks. Somebody offered me that money to fucking take a leak on them. I don't care. That's it. Open up and say, ah, here it comes.
Oh.
Cash in advance.
Cash in advance.
I ain't shy. Shit. You want to give that? You want to give up that money?
Sounds like if you want to piss on him.
You know,
What? He's halfway through the trees, just still swinging in the trees, is he? An hanging
Well,
fucker, is he?
the two thing is not a terrible thing. There could be a reason behind that. He
What?
just wanted a mount.
he just. And he can do that.
Old man face.
Oh, no, you know when like you suck your water, like you grab your nose as well, and there's competition.
I know. Gurn face, isn't it? Something like that. No, it's not Gurn face. I know what you mean, though. Son of Jeez. I would have just pissed all over him.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I would have fire hosed his ass. Sasha. Okay, the biggest thing I want to pick on him is that gotta have that girl's name. Man, they talk about merchants being freaky and shit. We'd get a lawsuit if we turned around to somebody at work and be like, look, $50 to piss all over me.
Very cool.
Yeah, he's banging it, that's right. Any other? Yeah, they exactly. There we are then. There we are.
Yeah, there's your reasoning right there.
Yeah. Doing her job.
Manager hates doing her job.
Yeah, that. I mean, in any workplace that I've worked in, if I did that to a girl, I'd get a stern warning first of all. You know, a very stern warning to the HR departments. And if I did it again, I'd probably be I'd be gone.
Well, see, that's the thing. In America, we wouldn't even get the stern warning. We would literally, especially with the way shit is nowadays, we would literally be fired, doxxed, and ridiculed for sexual harassment.
Yeah, if he's
That's
in
the way I'm looking at it. That's kind of how I'm looking at it. It's like, wait a minute, how is that? I don't care how good he is with the owner. This world of acceptance is because everything's accepted except for what should be accepted.
in the arcade before me, and he is 50. Well, he's going to be 50 this year, and he was about 47. And she was 19 and wanted nothing to do with him. And everyone said that she basically because he just wouldn't work with. And then, do you know what he did? She broke up with him.
Yeah.
Jerry. That's some proper
That's
Jerry
very
Springer
much some
shit,
Jerry
that is.
Springer shit.
That is some real Jerry Springer shit, that is. So you joining this game or not? We're on adventure mode. Why are you why are you scared though?
Right?
She's scared of playing with the player. Despite the fact she's had this game for almost as long as we and has engaged in PvP multiple times. Just a drag. You just told me to shut the fuck up 3 or 4 times. That's pretty good at confrontation. Shut the fuck up. Oi! Shut up and shut up. I'm sure if you click on my profile and click on join. Oh, hang on. Some of the game invites. Right, I gotta go back in there now and I gotta pick up my lost loot.
Yeah, they all respawn. Who, me? Yeah, I'm Chris. Hey, somebody bought something. Somebody bought something. Yay. I get excited. somebody bought something else. Dude, they're buying a bunch of shit. That's you, isn't it? You're up in my face buying a whole bunch of shit. Yeah, somebody's like fucking buying everything of mine. Holy shit. Somebody named Cheap Scrap.
Yeah. She fooled me. Saw her on the map, I was like, yeah, it's still funny. Because you go one deck, I say, I mean, not detail. There's a turret in a trolley. I've just sent you a game invite. I won't even accept
I am
the game
fast traveling to my
invite.
base.
Accept the game invite.
Shit, I'm over encumbered again.
Not bothered. It's been on once. Yeah, never really spoken.
Alright, go to my base. I gotta repair my weapons.
I was surprised he's even in the group chat. To be fair, that boy must be pissed off watching Leon and Beth and go at it all the time. There are times since he's been at it, I've been like, oh, really? He's going off one again. It's like, there are times I'm just thinking about myself, just leave the group. Because I'm just like, I can't be dealing with this constant, every 5 minutes, back and forth. No, on me. It's every 5 minutes. Right, well, can you just... So, okay, so if you go to my profile and you click on join party, join game, what does it say? So you are actually in the world then, are you? Right, I've just sent you a team invite. Okay, jump out of the game and jump back in. You should fix it. Mi mochen escontable. Mi mochen Yeah, as soon as everyone started, one of the boys had left, and then he decided to leave as well because he came into the game relatively late, so there was already a fourth person in the team. So he came then when that person had originally left. He came in. But then he left then to go see some family. And when he came back, he joined the party, but we'd already been playing with this other fella, who we'd already invited to the party, and we were playing for about 3 or 4 hours with this other fella. So he decided to have a break from Fallout. So he might be back on later though. Yeah, back on, yeah.
get rid of some of the ammo shit that I don't need. Cool.
Do a hard reset.
Fucking Bethesda. Fucking Bethesda.
Right, I'll see if I can send you another team invite.
Sorry, I was grabbing something.
No, it won't let me. Just says mute send message through profile block from session.
Alright, hold on, I'll try as soon as I'm out of this load screen.
Yeah, have you done a hard reset yet? Yeah, you hold your finger on the power button until the whole thing shuts off, and then you unplug then the power pack from the wall for about 30 seconds. Or you wait for the light on the power pack to go off, then count to 30, then plug it all back in. Bye.
Well, I just sent an Xbox for, she's not a friend, so she's not in my... Damn, that was a hard vape hit.
Yeah, it's like...
Sounded...
Yeah, I say, fair, mate. I say, yeah, you got a pair of lungs, ready to go.
Well,
I bet you can do
who
that
was
like
it?
a professional.
Omen earlier?
Yeah.
Wasn't it Omen earlier doing the exact same thing?
Ah, he bought himself a vape. First ever vape. Yeah. Yeah, I know you mean. Nuclear winter it is then. Look, come on with us later.
Where'd the hell
one game.
Where'd that legendary go?
I didn't see a legendary yet. I saw one with a crown on it. Ash, you gotta play on Nuclear Winter at least once.
No, you don't. Don't listen to him.
Oh come on! How much how much fun did we have on that this afternoon?
We were having fun, but if she doesn't want to, she don't have to. Oh, I found it, Jay. It's this meat pile right here. Well, I'll tell you this much. I'll tell you this much. I hate battle royale games. I do.
Yep,
Fortnite, Apex, Blackout, all of them fucking terrible. This at least has a Fallout feel to it. The scrounging, the limited ammo, and the fact that you can work as a team with each other in tandem. it more than makes up for what is normal for the battle royals. With that being said, though, if you don't want to try it or play it, you don't have to try it or play it.
Yeah,
But it is a little different from the other, battle royal type games. That's my 2 cents.
I don't think I've played a first-person game since Call of Duty 4, first Modern Warfare.
Well, I bought Blackout, Call of Duty Black Ops 4 for Gen. I didn't want it. As soon as they said no campaign, I said no, I don't want it.
Alright, love. Alright. See you later.
So I bought it for Jen the day it came out because she wanted it. Because she likes the multiplayer games and shit. And she hated the multiplayer. She absolutely despised Blackout. We couldn't return it. I wound up keeping it as what was it? Anniversary present or something? I wound up keeping it as an anniversary present just because I didn't want to waste the money. But I mean, I rarely play it. I'll pop it in once in a great while, and that's about it. I'll play like 2 matches and done.
Yeah. I think since, do you know what? It was Oblivion. It's Oblivion that changed me. Oh, I hate this guided meditation. Nah, I'm out. I can't stand this event.
What event?
Guided meditation.
Oh, the meditation event?
Yeah, I can't stand it. It was
I'll be there with
Oblivion
you,
that
hold on.
changed me. I used to play first-person shooters all the time. I played Knights of the Old Republic, but I think at the time when that came out, I was 18. I think being a complete Star Wars fanboy, I didn't really give it the respect that the game deserved. I just thought, oh yeah, it's a good game. Why is it a good game? It's a Star Wars game. It's going to be good. I didn't really look at it and see the story, see the mechanics, see how it worked. I just treated it like it was a Star Wars game, and it was going to be good because of that. It was a Star Wars game. And I played Oblivion, and I did my first playthrough in 12 hours. Sword and shield, no magic. Loads more story to go. Like loads of side missions and miscellaneous missions hadn't even been touched, hadn't even been discovered. I literally just did the story mission, bang, 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 bang. And I thought, right, okay, there's more to this game than that. So I went back, did it again. I was a high elf this time, focused solely on magic. And I put over 1,000 hours into it. And it completely changed
Oblivion?
my perspective. Yeah.
Oblivion changed me too.
Completely
Oblivion
changed
changed
the
me
game.
too because I was always an RPG. I tried Morrowind and I hated it. I absolutely despised Morrowind. I got lost. I had no idea what was going on. The combat mechanics felt fucking sloppy. You know what I mean? Like I hated Morrowind. So I never gave Bethesda another day until I ran out of shit to do. I had played all the Final Fantasy, and shit like that, and I was just looking for something to play, and I got Oblivion cheap. And I swear to God, I couldn't put it the fuck down. That by the time I finally beat the game and was done with it, a buddy of mine was like, you liked Oblivion? I said, yeah. He's like, you gotta try Fallout. I was like, why? He says, it's Oblivion with guns. He was talking about Fallout. And I'm like, I don't know, man. I like the swords and shit. I don't know about guns. But again, he talked in, he's like, dude, it's cheap enough now. Pick it up, check it out. This is right before they released New Vegas. So it tells you how late I was into coming into it. But he told me about it, and I'm like, all right, dude, I'll think about it. And I wound up finding it for $5 at a GameStop. And I swear to God, I didn't go to sleep for 3 days. I was just totally enamored with it, and so Oblivion was my gateway drug to Fallout.
Same with me. Exactly the same story. I played Morrowind. After I played Oblivion, I could not get into it at all. I hated it. I felt like it was...
I still can't.
No, I can't either. I think the movement was like Jedi Outcast with Fog of War. It was awful. When Fallout came out, Saw them play Bethesda. Okay, give this game a try. Don't know what I was expecting, right? But when I first played it, I hated it. 403. Didn't like it at all. I didn't like the colour palette. Didn't like anything about it. It just felt off. I don't know what I was expecting. I guess I was expecting Oblivion with guns. And when I first played it, I just didn't like it. The colour just looked drab. And I played it. I completed it. Did the story mode. And then I did it again, and I focused on different stat points like intelligence, instead of just gun work, focused on intelligence and charisma. And it opens up so much more of the game, rather than just gunning through everything. And yeah, loved it. And then Vegas came out, which was like, right, get Vegas, got Vegas, put it on, didn't turn it off until I had an Xbox One. Absolutely love Vegas. Vegas is just the dog's bollocks.
That's why I can't wait for fucking Outer Worlds, dude. The creators of Vegas.
Ah, mate. Do you know what? I watched some gameplay footage of it, mate. Nah, I'm not feeling it. Not feeling it at all. I mean, I'm sure there's some things that you can maybe take off. Like, they have all the hit points popping up. I'm sure you could just take those off. But it was all like cartoony. And I was like, okay, I don't know how I feel about this. I'll give it a shot, like, you know, when it comes out, I'll see what it's like. But I won't be pre-ordering it. Because originally I was like, yeah, I'll pre-order. But, yeah, I don't know. I did like, you know, it's an open world. It's not really an open world, because you're in space. You know, you can travel to other planets. So there are sections of planets that are open world, rather than there just being one big massive map. I was like, okay, cool, we can travel to different planets. I like that.
Like, yeah, it's got a cartoony feel a little bit, but I think the best way I would look at it, the best way I could describe it and look at it, is like maybe Borderlands style. You know what I mean? Or Wild Wasteland. You know how like you had that perk, if you put it on, shit would become funny and kind of goofy.
Yeah.
That's kind of the way I look at it. Now, whether it's right or not, who knows? But that's the way I look at it.
Yeah, I mean, you could just watch the panel on E3.
You know, but I'm so looking forward to that, and I'm especially looking forward to, I can't even front, I am especially looking forward to fucking Cyberpunk, although it's another year before it comes out.
Oh, Link's Awakening looks really good. I was very impressed with Link's Awakening. Even though the design was not my desired choice, still very impressed with Link's Awakening.
Link's Awakening, a Zelda game?
Yeah, they've remade, completely remade the Game Boy game, Link's Awakening.
Okay.
And
that's why I was like, wait a minute, isn't there already a Link's Awakening?
Well, I know my brother considers it the finest Zelda game ever to come out. For me, it'll always be Ocarina of Time. But then Ocarina of Time was the first one that I really sat down and played. My brother had the Super Nintendo, I had a Mega Drive, and then I bought myself an N64. So whatever console I had, my brother usually had a different one. So that way then there was no bickering or... But
I don't know.
He considers it the
I hate
finest.
to disagree with you. I hate to disagree with you and your brother, but to me, it's a tie between the original Legend of Zelda, got to give it to the original, and A Link to the Past.
Yeah, I think A Link to the Past is like the big one that everyone aspires to. The designers aspire to A Link to the Past. That game was, well, it changed. It changed how, again, developers see video games and even how customers see video games. That was a great game. I didn't play it all that much because again I wasn't the one with the Super Nintendo. I did play it a bit,
Right.
But Ocarina of Time, oh my god, the story was great and just the whole look, how it evolved.
I'll tell you what, I used to hate fucking Majora's Mask because of the whole 3-day thing, but once you get past that 3-day aspect, get the mask off you, that opens up to a great fucking story.
It does,
I don't think I've ever been truly disappointed in a Zelda game with the exception of Legend of Zelda 2, The Adventures of Link.
Yeah, well, that was
where they tried to make a side scroller.
I think that was before they really realised what direction they were going in the game. I wasn't too fussed on Wind Waker. I've not played Breath of the Wild.
Wind Waker was fun. Fun. I never played Breath of the Wild. Twilight Princess was fun. I never played Skyward Sword.
Loved Twilight Princess. Again, just like Ocarina of Time, just with GameCube graphics. They'd slightly sharpened the whole thing up, and I thought Twilight Princess was a great game.
Oh, it's an absolutely beautiful game. And you know, like I said, I never played Skyward Sword. I never played Breath of the Wild. But out of all the other ones, I think the only one I was ever truly disappointed in was Adventures of Link. That's the only one I will not replay. But I had a blast with Wind Waker. It took me a minute to get over the really cartoony graphics of it. Yeah, but once I got that out of my mind, it was a decent game.
Yeah, I was the same. I felt the image, the artwork was a little jarring at first, but I mean, I think I pulled my first ever all-nighter on Wind Waker. I got home from work, I'm sat there in my Safeway clothes, where it's like Walmart, right? It's gone now, Safeway's out of business. I'm sat there in my Walmart uniform at 16, 17 years of age. You know, I just get home from work and I'm playing on it. I look at the time, I think, oh, I gotta go back to work again. It's the next day. Oh God! All right, get up, go. But I was watching these memes, this video on YouTube the other day. It was doing my breaking work, and there was all like these video game memes, but they were all filmed with real people. Like this one guy was arguing with somebody, some fat fella's arguing with somebody, and he falls back off his chair. And as he falls back off his chair, whoever it was that edited the video, edited him out completely and did like this wave effect, like he went to the painting on Super Mario 64. Like he fell into one of the paintings and he went, ba 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 ba, let's go. Pissing myself laughing.
But I mean, I never played Spirit Tracks, but I mean, even the DS versions of the games, like Phantom Hourglass, they were fun games. You know what I mean? I never got so much into the Game Boy Color / Game Boy Zelda games because I really, even as a kid, I could not stand the graphics of the original Game Boy.
Yeah,
it was too hard to follow and track. Yeah.
It wasn't so bad like when the Game Boy Color came out, or the backlight Game Boy. As soon as I had a backlight, job done.
But you know, you're talking Game Boy Advanced on up. Even those versions of the games were great.
Yeah, about 10 years ago, after the Game Boy, that is. Backlit Game Boy was gotta be about 10 years after.
Yeah. You know, but it's the same with the Final Fantasy. I love the original Final Fantasy. I always have, I always will. But I'll play the 8-bit original Nintendo version, but I prefer the remakes they made for PlayStation 1, for the Game Boy Advanced. They look so much crisper and cleaner. It's the same game style, just it looks better.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
I know what you mean, yeah. There's a game that's on the Xbox store. A while back, I was looking for it. It was called Shadowgate. It's called Return to Castle Shadowgate, I think. Oh, just Shadowgate it's called. And it was an old Nintendo point-and-click adventure. And I used to love that as a kid. I never go very far, I used to love it. And I didn't realise that it was added to the Xbox store. And volume 8, or 8-bit volume. It's one of the games I was on there. And they did a massive remake for the PC a couple of years back. The developers got together, I think it was a Kickstarter project, and they made a huge remake. It's not a remake, it's a remake. They made a brand new game and followed it, obviously brand new puzzles, and that's now on the Xbox store. And it's all hand-painted drawings, all hand-painted, and then they animate all these hand-painted drawings, and it looks amazing. They're about, I don't know, like $12, $15, I guess. That's a game I might get it. And the soundtrack is awesome as well. Especially when you listen to the heavy metal covers on it.
Already? If anyone can brew this new recipe, I know for sure it'll be you. You never let me down, old
What the hell did I just complete? I got a whole bunch of shit for completing some. I guess you did your quest.
I am in first place, old boy.
Your gay friend. Okay. So that's
My
a rather
gay friend?
bizarre. That's a rather bizarre gamer tag. Your gay friend.
Oh.
Yeah, some guy's gamer tag. Bizarre.
You know this must be yourself. This for me? You sit down.
Craft lead champagne at brewing station.
I got a good friend, a warm drink, and a cozy hideaway.
Let's see
Look
here.
it up where you want. My friends
I guess that's got to be. Oh no, there it is right
they
there.
are great.
I need tarberries. Where are tarberries? They're over.
Little brick
They're over
there.
in Flatwood, right? At the agricultural center.
Yeah, there's a swimming pool. They're all in a swimming pool, yeah?
Yeah. That's what I thought. In
have
the
you
back of the
watched
place, I gotta pick up
That's it, yeah. And there's some more as well, actually, in Flatwoods. How many do you need?
3.
Hang on, let me just, perks.
So I'm already heading to the agricultural center. I should be able
That's
to
all right.
handle this, but I mean, I gotta let it ferment anyway.
Well,
Unless you
I've
just
shared
gotta
my,
fucking
sharing my green
lead
thumb perk.
champagne.
Sharing my green thumb perks. You should get more than enough.
All right.
Have you
Unless you
watched
got a
any
lead
of...
champagne, that'll save me
No,
fucking fermenting.
I haven't got a lead champagne, no. I haven't done anything for fermenting yet. I've beaten a biff. I just got to make the Nuka shine. Start the rest of his quest. I need.
You haven't done
Nuka-Cola.
Nuka Shine yet? I've got a couple of Nuka Shines. Did you want one?
No,
rather
that's
than
all right.
fucking making it?
I just need to get some Nuka-Cola just to finish his. I got everything else. It's just I just sold a lot of Nuka-Cola. I've got Quantum. Sorry, I need to get a Quantum.
There's one at the Nuka factory. It's actually part of the quest. You go up into the main warehouse, and there's a forklift with like a pallet up in the air. If you jump up onto that pallet, there's a Nuka Shine there, or not a Nuka Shine,
Quantum.
yeah, Quantum sitting right there.
Have you watched anything from E3 this year?
Not particularly. What I've done is I've watched like some of the trailer videos because of like fucking Final Fantasy VII and shit.
Xbox had these small developers, small like, independent developers come on, and I'm not sure if they came off. I just read like a report on it. I don't actually see where on the stage, but they're a small company, and what they do is they take retro games and they basically make them accessible to today's technology, usually by making physical copies of them. And they're making Shadows of the Empire, TIE Fighter.
Oh yeah, I seen I've seen that.
Seen that,
and the
eh?
pod racer.
Racer, yeah. Obviously, we got all the Jedi Academies in there. Then there's Dark Forces. I never played Dark Forces. I think that's a bit like Doom, isn't it? It's just Star Wars with Doom.
Yeah, pretty
Like
much. Yeah.
And I guess that's the first step in Kyle Katarn's journey, because they were PC games, so I never played them once before. Because I'd never had although I had a PC back in like 96, 97 maybe. Other than Doom, didn't really have any games on it.
Hey,
I don't know.
she's back.
Chris, Wild High.
I always broadcast. We're on Twitch. Say hi, Twitch.
Twitch. But you need to make sure that, well, yeah, unless you turn your mic on for broadcast, it probably won't pick you up.
Although it would be weird if you did that.
I just read it. I'm David!
Shit. Not
Yeah,
as famous
yeah.
as I am, which is not really.
Learn the secrets of retrieving documents.
Thank you.
Probably wants to fast travel to your camp, see what you've got to say. No, don't go to him. Don't go to him. What's gonna happen is you're gonna be invited to his team, right, or her team. You're gonna fast travel there, right? He's gonna have all of his friends online at the same time.
Let me just get my shit made and fermented.
All right, they're gonna surround you then when you spawn. They won't be in a team with him, but they'll be in a party with him. You're gonna spawn there. One of his friends are gonna shoot you, and he's gonna shoot one of his friends who is still in combat, and then they're gonna batter you, all of them. He's gonna sit back and watch you get battered. Well, I've sent you a game
There we
invite.
go.
Did you turn up with the game yet?
Well, while you're doing that, guys, I gotta take off. It's dinner time.
Alright, man, you take it easy.
Alright, I'll be back on.
man.
Eventually. Alright. Have a good night. Well,
Yeah,
not
you
have a
too,
good night.
mate.
I'll catch you guys soon.
No,
Alright, bro.
yeah, cool. Have a good day, mate.